Okay, so let's go over here. I think this is where somebody is. Main office. Carabiner. There's a shady guy looking over there. There's Alice McCaffrey.
Welcome to the Crimson Caravan Company New Vegas branch. What may I do for you?
Can you turn off your radio for me, please? I'd like to know more about the Crimson Caravan Company.
Certainly. What would you like to know?
How long have you been in business?
The Crimson Caravan Company has been in business for over 130 years. We're partially responsible for the progress in the NCR.
Oh. Does Crimson Caravan have any competition?
Well, the gunrunners continue to dominate the weapons market. And the Mormon traders from New Canaan control the majority of the northern routes.
You're well dressed for this place.
Normally, I oversee company operations at the hub in California. However, the New Vegas branch has been underperforming in recent years. Given the conditions here, it's not hard to see why. I'll change all that soon enough.
Okay. I don't have any more questions.
All right. Is there anything else I can do for you?
I'm looking for work.
I'm afraid we have no current openings for caravanners or guards, but I am in need of a runner.
A runner? I'll take it. What do you need?
Deliver this invoice to Dr. Hildern. You can find him somewhere inside Camp McCarran.
Okay. Goodbye.
It's been a pleasure.
You can depend on me. Okay, so I should now have a quest that says you can depend on me. We'll do that, but let's... There's a book. Oh, it's pretty... Who are you? Ah, you're Don Hostetler. You're the... I'm assuming the husband of the person that murdered me.
Hello there. Welcome to the Crimson Caravan Company. How can I help you today?
Who are you?
The name's Hostetler. Don Hostetler. Can I help you with something?
Who are you?
I already told you I'm Don Hostetler.
Is there any work to be had here?
You know, hiring isn't really my department. You should talk to Miss McLafferty about work for hire.
Who did you say I should talk?
Like I said, talk to Alice McLafferty. She's in charge here.
Goodbye. Can I get into this? No, it's an average terminal. Well, I can. What's there? Oh, toilets. Ooh, there's a book in here. True police stories. Well, it's in a toilet. I should be able to steal anything that's in a toilet. Hello? I'm not gonna steal anything else. Okay. Miscellaneous. No. What is it? Police stories, right? P. No. What was it? It was something. Tales of Chivalry. Oh, true police stories. Critical chance. I thought it was gonna be a book. Okay. To the wasteland we go. Oh, there's a guard. Ah, sounded like he was vaping. Yep. Okay. Can you get into any of these other places? And who are you? Are you just a...
Evening.
Evening. There's 9. Nope, can't get into here. Yep, can't do power. Okay. We're going this way. Okay, so...
Hello.
Whoa. Oh. Hello, cutie.
Fucking expensive to get into the strip these days.
Okay, that's nice to know. Inaccessible. Where's the airport? I think it's way over there. I think that's the tower. Okay, I'm not planning on going to the strip yet. Whee! Whoa, okay, what did I found? Oh, I found the gun runners. Vendertron. Oh, you've got a bunch of guns. Companion Dismal Terminal. Why not? Okay, that says Companion Dismissal. Not dismal. I don't have any companions with me right now. Okay, that's the farm. Which is funny that there's a guard over here on one of the... Whee! On one of the gates, but... Oh, I can go to the greenhouse? Let's go to the greenhouse. Okay, let's go out of the greenhouse. Okay. That was very interesting. How do I get out of here? Oh. There's a hole in the fence. Okay. Whoops, hidden. Whoops, hidden. Oh, it's getting dark out. Welcome! Fabulous. New Vegas. Fucking McLaren. It's missing its L. McCarran. McCarran. Okay. I'm going back to the... Guess that was the out, not the in for the parking. Oh, it could have been the in. Looking for the doctor. Oops. Okay, doctor's over here, I think. You're not the doctor. Nope. Alright, doctor upstairs. Would make sense. But I just lost him. He's that way. Okay. Is this... At least the concourse. Is he downstairs now? Is he actually downstairs? Oh, I can play that one. What is this? Authorized personnel only. Why does it sound
Boyd's
like...
the prisoner right now. Boy, is she pissed.
Who's Boyd? I'm looking for the doctor. Can I get through here? Ooh, I can. Oh, maybe the doctor's in this one. Oh, yeah, this would be the doctor. Are you Doctor? No, you're Angela Williams.
A little busy at the moment, but I can talk.
What is this place?
This? The OSI lab. We don't get many visitors. The smell puts people off, I think. Nobody ever said science would smell clean and fresh. Anyway, you get used to it if you give it some time.
Are you a scientist?
I know I don't sound the part. Get raised by Brahmin ranchers and you never lose the twang. Drives Hildern crazy. But I know every inch of the power grid from Hoover Dam to Shady Sands. That's what we do here. Try to optimize the power output from the dam.
Ah.
Some of the others are working on an agricultural project, but truth be told, they aren't making much progress. Not yet, anyway.
What's your role here?
Head researcher. Mostly on the dam project, but I help out on other things when they need me. Gotta be flexible.
Need help with anything?
You mean give you work? No, that'd be up to the administrator, Hildern. He's back there in his office. Between you and me, I don't think he ever leaves. Plenty of mercs go in to see him, though.
Mercenaries for what?
I can't say. We're not supposed to talk about the research. Not the details. If you're interested, I'm sure he'd see you.
Okay, goodbye.
Nice to meet you. If you need anything, I'm almost always in the lab.
Okay, thank you. See the doctor.
Hey. A pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr. Thomas Hildern, Director of Operations, OSI East. I presume you're here about Vault 22?
No, but sure. Actually, I have an invoice for you from Alice McGafferty.
From Alice? I'll see that she's paid right away. Crimson Caravan runs a tight operation. Even out here in the waste, wouldn't do to keep them waiting. Was there anything else? Or were you just here about the invoice?
Okay, so let her know you delivered the invoice. You mentioned Vault 22. I might be willing to help.
Wonderful. Straight to it then. Have you signed the release forms? No? Doesn't matter. We'll keep that to ourselves.
Okay.
Vault 22. Where to begin?
I'm listening.
Imagine, if you will, the wasteland in bloom. Vast fields of corn that grow from seeds and produce their bounty in the space of a month. Orchards of trees, their branches weighed halfway to the ground, hung with fat, ripe oranges, a harvest that could feed a city or a nation. And all this, requiring no more than a few drops of precious water and the efforts of only a handful of human farmers. Impossible?
Nothing is impossible.
Precisely. Science has proven that truth 1,000 times over. But how many wasteland savages believe it? Present company accepted, of course.
I'm not savage.
The bounty I described to you is no idle fantasy. It exists in primitive form only a few miles from where we stand. We need only reach out and unlock its secret. For that, the OSI needs you.
Scientific discovery is never as simple as that. Tell me more.
Good. I thought I sensed the kindred soul in you, beneath the wasteland veneer. I believe that the inhabitants of Vault 22 unlock the secrets of vegetative growth. Plants are spilling from their gate. No one tends them. No one waters them. Yet they multiply and spread in all directions. Find the reason for this miraculous growth, and I promise you the OSI will see that you are generously compensated.
Oh. Okay. All right. I think I'll do it.
Good. No need to check in with the NCR authorities. I can authorize your payment from OSI accounts.
Okay.
Vaults typically contain a server room on a lower level, where they would have backed up their research data. A computer room, you understand?
Yes.
Download all the information on the central server to your Pip-Boy, and you'll be certain to bring me any notes or samples that you find, won't you?
Sure. I had some other questions.
Oh? What might those be?
Tell me more about the OSI.
The Office of Science and Industry. It's a rather expansive topic. I could talk for hours, but I'm sure I'd bore you. Suffice to say, we are the leading edge of the NCR. Our work focuses on practical matters: medicine, engineering, biology. The dam, for instance. OSI routes its energy supply to our cities in the West. That's only one responsibility of this office.
You said you were the director of OSI.
Director of the entire OSI? Me? If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to plant seditious ideas in my head. No, I direct our eastern operations. I've been responsible for squeezing unprecedented levels of power from the dam. I'm also confronting the problem of food production in what little spare time I have, but I've found some promising leads.
You're doing all these things yourself?
Yes, with the assistance of my team, of course.
What other responsibilities does this office have?
We aid some programs the Republic has sponsored involving sharecropper farms in the area. But those haven't panned out too well from what I hear. There have been complaints about the amount of water we're supplying. But those are just excuses for lack of diligence, I'm sure.
Do you control the dam from here?
Directly? No. But we attempt to maximize its output. You have no idea how difficult it is to provide power to an entire nation. Fortunately, we also have the Helios 1 facility. One of our external contractors recently got the station up and running. His name was something like exceptional or marvelous or...
Fantastic. No, that was me. I fixed Helios 1.
I see. Of course you did.
He doesn't believe me. What do you think of NCR's chances against the
To
Legion?
be frank, I have no idea. I leave the fighting to Colonel Shu, and I expect him to leave the science to me. Too many people have opinions on things they know nothing about. And the more ignorant they are, the more opinions they have.
Okay, goodbye.
Yes, goodbye.
Oops, okay. Let's leave. Whoa.
Did Dr. Hildern... This really isn't any of my business, but did he give you a job?
Yes, he asked me to get some data from Vault 22.
I shouldn't say anything. I know that. But you're not the first person Hildern sent out to the vault.
I didn't think so.
There were a lot of mercs, one after another. None of them came back. Then about a week ago, there was a scientist, Keeley. She's unusual. Not the sort of person you'd expect, but she's an absolute genius, and he didn't mention her? Not even her name? Or any of the other mercs?
Nope. Nope. Hillary didn't mention anyone else.
But now he's hired you, which means one of two things. Either he heard back from Keeley, and she failed, or he's given up on her. Listen, I make a fair wage, but I'm not rich. Not by any means. Maybe my kind of money wouldn't appeal to your average merc. But I'm willing to pay you if you'll find Keeley and make sure she's safe. Isn't right leaving her out there. No idea if she's alive or dead.
All right, Angela Williams. I'll look for her.
I had a good feeling about you. Moment you walked in. I mean it.
I have some questions.
Of course. Anything.
Can you tell me anything else about Keeley?
Keeley's brilliant. An absolute genius. She plays at being mean, but it's all a front. When you've lived as long as she has, you get defensive around new people. Who wants to make a friend when you know you'll outlive them?
Exactly how old is Keely?
I couldn't get her to say, but she talked about the war. The Great War, when the bombs fell, like she'd been there. So I'm guessing pretty old. 200 years? Maybe more.
Uh-huh. How did Keely and Hildurin... whatever.
Like a Brahmin and a Deathclaw, though I'm not sure which would be which. Bad analogy, maybe. They're both Deathclaws in their way. Keely hates Hildern. She says he's more politician than scientist, and gets in the way of true discovery. And Hildern hates Keely because... well, because every time they meet, she makes him look like an ass. In front of important people, usually.
What's your role here?
Head researcher. Mostly on the dam project, but I help out on other things when they need me. Gotta be flexible.
What do you think of Dr. Hilder?
The director? He's very well-spoken and knowledgeable.
Seem focused on results, maybe not so much on people?
He's not what you'd call warm, unless he wants something from you. And even then, it's kind of a cold warm. Most of the time, I focus on the science and try to forget him. He doesn't get mixed up in any actual work, though he tells people that he does.
Yeah. So, Dr. Hilderin takes credit for your work.
He sure does. Everyone knows it. I've just got to endure this job until the project is finished. But abandoning Keely, he crossed a line. Taking credit for other people's work is one thing. Sending people to die in the waste is another.
Yep.
If Hildern tries to recruit any more mercs, I'm gonna warn them. What can he do to me? I'm the only one who can run this lab.
Good for you. Hildern mentioned the followers of the apocalypse.
My father used to say good things about them, but that was years ago. Back when they teach farmers and ranchers about crop rotation and the like. Nowadays, they've changed. They're doing what they can to discredit the NCR. Give us a bad name with the locals. Dr. Hildern trained with them years ago. Not me, though. I'm an OSI girl.
Okay. I hear the food around here is pretty bad.
It's foul, to tell the truth. Most people try to get what they can from the outside, even if it's just a smuggled candy bar now and then. Contreras is a genius. He can find almost anything you'd want. Takes caps to get him motivated, though. He won't do a thing for free.
Well, that makes sense. Goodbye.
Right. Stay safe.
Okay. Whoops. There's the door. There's the door. Okay, so... we now have... a quest. Return to Alice McLafferty and let her know you delivered the invoice, and then I'll do the strands... there stands the grass. Why are there two? Oh, that's that. Okay. Yeah, why are there two? Oh, there's only one now.